What do you really want? Is it more money? You feel like you want more time, you need more time in your life? Less risk? What if I told you you could have it all? And there's plenty of people who do have it all. There's plenty of people to make it happen. But you got to build on the right foundation. Well, today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 pillars, the foundation, the 3 pillars of having a wealthy life. So, what are the 3 pillars of a wealthy life? Well, before we go there, you know how I roll. Let's define what wealth is or what wealthiness is. Because a lot of people feel like, listen, wealth means the money or the time or the houses or the cars or whatever that is.
Dude.
And so I want to get us all on the same page. I'm going to tell you what, my definition. If this works for you, that's great. And if you can use it to build an even wealthier life, that's even better. So a wealthy life does not simply mean having lots of money. And there are more important foundations to build on that amount to ultimate fulfillment and abundance in lifestyle. What does that all mean? Here's what that means to me. That a wealthy life means to be healthy, happy, and financially abundant. Those are the 3 pillars. So when you have all of those things, that's when you have a fulfilled life. Agreed? And so let's talk about the first one, health. Substantial evidence links greater wealth to better health. Longitudinal studies have documented strong persuasive links between income and multiple health indicators across the lifespan. Some of these indications and associations include lower mortality, higher life expectancy, and decreased risk of obesity, smoking, hypertension, and asthma. What does that all mean? That healthier people tend to be financially more abundant, and they tend to be happier as well. They tend to be more successful, if you will. So why would a healthier person be more financially abundant? Well, think about it. For starters, you got more energy, much more energy. And if you have more energy, then you got more time. If you got more time, you get more stuff done. If you get more stuff done, then you have more abundance in your life. You think about this. A person that has low energy, where are they going to spend most of their time? On the couch or sleeping? However, somebody that has more energy, they're generally not satisfied with sitting around and wasting their time. They want to get stuff done. And what are some of the things that an unhealthy person would spend money on or loses money on? Think about it. Things like medicine, medication, medical bills, substance abuse, things like alcohol and cigarettes. So why would I eat healthy food if it's so expensive? Well, for starters, obviously, you're going to have more time. You're going to have more energy. If you got more energy, then you're going to produce more and you're going to make more money. You're going to be wealthier that way. But let me give you an example. Even though it takes me more time to do this, a little bit more time, one of the things that I love to do is I garden. I geek out on this. It's just one of the things that I do. I have a greenhouse in my backyard. And between my son and I, we grow more food than we can eat. But it's all healthy food. I know where it comes from. And I get my hands in there. It's something that I love to do. And I make so much food, and the food that I'm going to eat, I get to decide what that food is. And we make so much food that I have to give it away to my neighbors. And it's such a wonderful thing, which leads us into the second pillar, happiness. Happiness. The second pillar is to be happy. Psychology research has shown a strong link between happiness and success in the workplace. For example, studies have shown that happier employees tend to perform better, earn more money, and be more helpful to their coworkers. What does that all mean? That means when you're happier, everything that you do it with more energy. You show up better. You want to do it. You have a drive. You have a pull to make that happen. And you're more fun to be around.
But that's a real nice ski mask.
And when you're more fun to be around, people want to work with you. You get more stuff done. Time seems to fly by. You've heard that old saying, time flies when you're having fun. But when you're happy, you're having fun. So let's talk about what happiness is. Happiness is just a state of mind. A state of mind that produces a feeling And with that feeling, there's dopamine release, which makes you feel even better, and it becomes a self-fulfilling loop over and over. You get happier, the happier you are. And as a result of that, you have more energy. And as a result of that, because you have more energy, you tend to do more, you tend to make more money, you become more successful. But here's one of the things that I love to remind people of, and that is this. Instead of just achieving something and going after that, and on that journey, happily achieve. Because when you're happily going after something, and then not only do you feel better, you feel more accomplished, you feel as though you're doing something along the journey that makes you and makes other people feel great as well. And as a result, abundance starts to flow to you more. So we use those first two, healthy and happy, to achieve the last one, the final pillar, which is financial abundance. Conventional wisdom suggests that money can't buy you happiness, but according to a new university study, well-being rises with the amount of money they make, even beyond conventional ideas of wealth. What does that mean? First off, let me ask you a question, because we've all heard it, that money can't buy you happiness. And if you've heard that, who told you that?
It wasn't me.
I guarantee you it was somebody that didn't have money. There was a study done, matter of fact, it's a great book called The Millionaire Next Door, where they polled 1,000 wealthy people or people that had money, and they polled 1,000 people that didn't have money. Guess which ones were happier? It was the people that had the money. Now, money obviously is not the end all and be all, but these people that had the money were more optimistic, and they were able to get out of their depression or their worry about not having money because they didn't have that. And guess what? They were healthier and they were happier as well. So of course I'm being a little facetious. Money can't buy you happiness, and just because you have money doesn't mean that you don't have problems, and sometimes you have more. But when you have money, guess what? You get to arrive at your problems in style. So now I've just given you the 3 pillars of a wealthy life. But here's what I want you to know. They're all linked together. It's actually a loop. And if you take away one, then the whole thing starts to collapse. So let's say you're a really healthy person and you love going to the gym and working out and taking care of your body, but you neglect your finances. You're irresponsible in that way, and the bills start to pile up. And because they're piling up, you get more stress in your life. Because you're more stressed, you may eat more and you become unhealthy. You don't like your body now, and you don't have the money to pay for the gym membership, which means you're more unhappy, and it becomes this downward spiral. And then all of those things, the pillar starts to collapse, and you become that kind of person that you don't want to be. You're unhappy, you're unhealthy, and you're financially in that downward spiral. So conversely, if you work on one area, it tends to enhance the other areas as well. If you work on your happiness, for example, and you're happy, then guess what? You tend to have more energy. You have more energy to make more money. If you have more energy to make more money, then guess what? You tend to be healthier as well. And it becomes an upward spiral, that loop that makes you turn into that kind of person that you want to be. Said differently, you're wealthy. So the point is, listen, I feel like I have a very, very wealthy life. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm financially abundant, but I don't use myself as some shining example of the way that things should be. I do use myself as an example of what's possible, but I also have had the privilege of being around some amazingly wealthy people. And they're my mentors. And as a matter of fact, they teach me these things that I'm teaching you as well. I know people that are unbelievably healthy, happy, and financially abundant. And the greatest part about it is, as I said at the top of this, anybody can do it as long as you have those pillars. And as you can probably tell, I'm a bit passionate about this. I care about these principles so much, and that, I love to share it with people. As a matter of fact, some of these principles are in my book, Dare to be Magnificent. And I want you to have the book. As a matter of fact, you can have the book for free. Just take care of the shipping and handling. And the reason why I want you to have this book is so that you can start assessing your life and you can start doing something about it. Because we all want to be better. We all want to grow. We want to be healthier, happier, and financially abundant. We all want to be wealthy. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, and check out this new video.